Shalom everyone, and we'll continue on. This is a long tablet, so we're going to split it in half. So stay tuned for part 2. And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit, from Revelation 9:1. The real attraction of Maya, or the external world, started after the fifth angel sounded his trumpet, or after the fifth seal was opened. The fifth seal is the fifth sign in the greatest sign. It was revealed in the 1800s, and after that century, humans became so materialistic, and more they became attracted to the external world rather than to spirituality. Spirituality really became very unimportant in the life of the human. It was the time when intellectual understandings increased and many things were discovered in the world. Humans progressed in materialism so fast that they almost neglected God and His authority completely. In bold print, material progress is not bad, but forgetting the Lord as the creator of this material world is bad. So we can see again, this angel came after the fifth seal was revealed. He came to open the bottomless pit, which is the release of the devil, or the attraction of Maya, the excess attraction to the external world, illusion of separation from God. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, as the smoke of a great furnace. And the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit, Revelation 9:2. Again here we can see that the sun, or spiritual knowledge, was darkened. This means that the great people, the great understanding of higher consciousness and realization, were darkened by the smoke of the bottomless pit. It had already been revealed that this was going to happen, and it should have happened because religion had become so corrupt that the reality behind it was hidden and no one could understand it. Humans became so crude that they taught people, do not worry about this world, everything is in the next world. Do not progress, do not struggle, but just believe in these dogmas and follow what we tell you. Then you will be saved. Or in other words, the period of intellectual spiritualists had flourished. That understanding of religion should have been darkened, so that the people would become more attracted to the material world and progress more in material growth, which was necessary for the progress of humanity. With the development of materialism, humans will become more comfortable physically. With being more comfortable and having more time, they can utilize their energies more for progressing mentally and reaching higher consciousness, instead of spending it for obtaining their basic physiological needs. However, until this is understood by humanity, the material world will attract people in such a way that their spiritual parts will almost be forgotten. And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given power as the scorpions of the earth have power, Revelation 9:3. These dark-minded people started to create things that sting like scorpions. The materialistic progress has become like a sting to the people. Instead of making them happier, it has made them more unhappy, egoistical, and self-centered, and has caused everyone to be concerned only about their own interest. Religious understanding has been darkened, so this materialistic progress brought stinging power to everything, because humans do not use this progress for reaching higher consciousness, but instead for selfish desires. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of God in their foreheads, Revelation 9:4. This verse means, hurt only those that are lost in the attraction of Maya, which has been sent to test and find out who will become detached from it and who will get lost in it. So those who do not understand that this universe is neither illusion nor reality, but is a process to reach pure consciousness, will be hurt by these tribulations. Again, we can see that these will sting only the people who do not understand the spiritual truth behind this universe, but instead pursue the intellectual understanding of it. They will not have the seal of God in their foreheads. These people just look at the appearance of the universe and take it as truth. When they take these things as truth, they will be lost in their egoistical pursuance and in the power of Maya and the Tamaguna. They will be stung in any walk of life and become lost because they will not feel that oneness with the self and the spiritual world. Separation of the individual from the feeling of, I am a part of this universe, will result in lost and egoistical feelings, and that is hell. And to them it was given that they should not kill them, but they should be tormented 5 months. And their torment was as the torment of a scorpion when he striketh a man. Revelation 9:5. These humans will be stung all the time in their lives. These things will not kill them in one day or two, but sting them little by little until their souls are completely killed or become flesh. They will lose their souls by gaining the world and become completely lost in this dark age which had to come after the 5th seal was opened. And in those days shall men seek death, and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them, from Revelation 9:6. The rate of suicide has increased more and more since the 18th century, and especially during the 20th century. If you ask most of the youth or the people whether they have ever considered suicide, 99% of them will answer that they have at least thought about it. They may have decided to do it, but did not go through with it. So they seek death, but death will flee from them. They are so unhappy about everything as they do not know what is going on, what life is all about, what spirituality is, and what the purpose of life is. So they become so lost that they wish for death, but death will flee from them. And the shapes of the locusts were like unto horses prepared unto battle, and on their heads were, as it were, crowns, like gold, and their faces were as faces of men. And they had hair as the hair of women, and their teeth were as the teeth of lions. And they had breastplates, as it were breastplates of iron, and the sound of their wings was as the sound of chariots of many horses running to battle. And they had tails like unto scorpions, and there were stings in their tails, and their power was to hurt men 5 months, from Revelation 9:7-10. These verses are describing symbolically what false prophets and teachers are. It is saying that they look strong and beautiful like humans and have long hair like women. They look like they have a crown of gold on their heads, and many of them appear to have very strong personalities. They have breastplates of iron, which symbolize their strength. They sounded like the chariots of many horses, which means they sounded very great and willing to battle, as if they really know and understand what they're doing in life. So they look very good. But in their tails, like the scorpion, are the stingers, and they would sting with them. With all these things, they were so egoistic that they had only their own interest in their eyes, and they were not concerned for anyone else's welfare. They were here only to hurt humanity more and more. False prophets are those who teach anything else but the goal of the life is to become divine and help others to become divine also. We're going to pause in this tablet and pick up with part 2. So long.